things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the UCLA Bruins. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bruins will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that in the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this guy.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Fights off a defender. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Quickly complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
And the Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Raiola. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on first down. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Snagged out of the air. Still running at the 40. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting his defense on alert early.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and
breaks into the open. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Huskers have their offense in high gear. Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to Johnson. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll move the tight end. They'll go up top on second and short. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
The Cornhuskers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Opening play play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Berger. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. It's been punch and counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Using his feet to buy time. He's open on the right. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. There he goes. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
The give from the gun. It'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
The Bruins will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Looking for his man. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks forward.
Out of the gun to give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout. And these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Yeah, what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on 3rd down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball in the backfield. Nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the 3rd down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat, and the linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the 1st down.
Second down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Here comes the heat. Grab near the marker, it's Key. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man, they've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. You've got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the 1st half. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll go to the ground. Fighting up. And another broken tackle. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. He slings it deep to the left. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. DB's right up on the receivers. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Huskers headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hunter. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll immediately call timeout. Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Quick completion on the out. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal.
And, man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5, and now he has him down here on the goal line. Why not go 6 for 6 with a tutty?
Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And right down the middle. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Flores. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Flores. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Quick strike complete. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Bruins line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. So now it's 2nd and long. The handoff to Johnson. Makes it past the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Crosses the 45. And the 40. There he goes. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team. But this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
Using the quick game. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Under fire. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes Makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going.
Got to win the run. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost to pick up a first down at the 23.
And the number one thing I'm thinking when I'm backed up like this is don't get a negative play. Create some space. Nice job by the offense. Nice run.
And as soon as you squirt through that hole, you can make a big play, and that's what they did there. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's loose down the middle. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UCLA. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Tight end now in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, running back on the move. Running to Green. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
The Cornhuskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Gets it to the back. Touchdown, Nebraska! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, it gets no bigger than 1 versus 2, and this has already been a thriller. Alabama has the lead right now, but this Tide crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by 7 over Oregon. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights, we'll let you know. But for now, fellas, it's back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work. Makes the catch on the back. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the...
Turning it on! And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bruin!
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Can't get him to the ground. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Fires to the big fella. At midfield, he's got room. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Ives. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Here's the handoff. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out. Breaks into the open. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Bringing the heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time, because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Makes the catch. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. To the air. It's Raiola. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this.